Hello fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Diana. I am an NPC and OCB bikini athlete, and I am just over 6 weeks post-show from my second competition season. I finished competing at the beginning of September, and last week when I was 5 weeks post-show, I regained my cycle, which is super exciting and really cool to collect the data. So it's been a little bit since we've touched base. This is gonna be a little update video on how I'm feeling, because to be honest, I'm having a bit of mental struggles today / this weekend, so thought it might be nice to come on and share with you guys a little bit of therapy session for me. Vlogs do not replace therapy, but just thought I would share to help shed some light on how post-show is going and help anyone else who may be going through the same thing or is approaching post-show. But last week I regained my cycle, which is super exciting, and my first season I lost my cycle 2 months before my first show, and it was the same this year. And then I regained my cycle 2 months post-show. This time I regained my cycle 1 month post-show. So that's really exciting to be able to bring my hormones back to a decent spot that my body feels safe to have my cycle. It's interesting to look at the data and see that both times I haven't lost it at a certain weight. I think it's just the amount of calories that I'm consuming that my body doesn't like. So that's when I start consuming, I think, around 1,300 or less. My body's like, nope, we can't have babies anymore. And then for post-show, my body likes to be around 136, and that's when it decides that we're safe again. So that's really cool data to collect and will be neat to implement in future preps. As I just mentioned, my weight has been around 136, 134, which I've decided is the weight that I want to try to aim to stay at for this next lifestyle phase. I know I need to put on some muscles, so hoping to just recomp here with the body fat I've already put on and build from this point. This weekend though, we did go apple picking, which was super fun, and I made some apple crisp last night, and I'm just having a little trouble with food anxiety. I'm having a mental battle telling myself there are no bad foods, there's no bad times to eat. It's not bad to eat past a certain time. These foods are okay and okay in moderation. So I'm letting myself have things and have bites. But at the same time, I know that I am eating in a bit of an excess, and that is going to reflect in my physique and the scale and my measurements. So it's just a bit of a battle trying to balance making peace with food in my body and my mind. Life has been super busy. I'm finishing up a class, so this week I have a final project I need to work on with my group. I also have a lot of work going on. This fall is actually pretty busy, so that's why I haven't been on much, but along with the food anxiety, I'm also having some work and school anxiety. So I just finished my workout. Today was a pole day, did a little bit of cardio after. Need to go get some groceries. So with everything going on this week, I gotta get going. I'll show you what I end up getting from the store, and we'll just do a little bit of hanging out this week. I know I mentioned that I want to stay around 135, and one thing I do want to make sure to note is that the scale is just a number. It's not any determining factor in your worth and your value, but for me right now mentally, that is my goal. Last season I gained too much. I was not comfortable, and I don't want to feel that way this season. So that's why I'm setting this personal goal to stay within a certain weight range, because that's just mentally what I need. I know that if I want to be competitive in future seasons, that I do need to put on muscle, so that will likely mean I need to put on more weight. But right now, I'm just trying to find equilibrium. I don't feel good when my body is just fluctuating so much. The scale is fluctuating. So that's why I have a weight goal for myself. Might not be the right thing for everyone, but that's just what's right for me now. With that in mind, I know that when I have extra carbs or extra salt, that will lead to increases in measurement in the scale. So I'm also not putting all my value into the scale. It's just one measurement to help keep me on track and to measure where I am. So not punishing myself by doing more cardio or anything like that when I do have increase in measurements. I'm just using it as a tool. I feel like I'm just rambling on because I want to emphasize that the scale is not everything, it's just a number. But that is just one unit of measurement that I am utilizing at this time. As I've mentioned in my previous videos, since we are in the reverse/post prep season, Claire has me on macros, and it's been really fun to be able to just have different foods and figure out what I like and want to eat, how much cooking I want to do, because I don't want to do a lot of cooking. Have this adverse feeling to cleaning right now. But I've really loved having a sub in a tub. I remember seeing that on TikTok and Instagram during prep, so it's been nice to just make my own big ass salads. And then I've also been making taco salads for dinner. So after we do some grocery shopping, I'll probably show you guys what I'm having today. We'll do a full day of eating. I've also been trying to prioritize gut health by having kimchi and yogurt, and I also ordered the Enjoy, it's spelled INJOY, gut health test. So that's really cool because it comes with you take 3 samples instead of just 1 sample, since your gut microbiome changes on the daily. So it'll be really cool to get those results back. I've only taken 1 sample so far. I'm going to take another sample tomorrow because they recommend to take your samples at least 5 days apart. So I'll give you guys an update on how my gut is looking after that. I am pulling up to the store though, so I'll catch you guys soon. Home from the store now and about to have some breakfast. So usually on training days I have a pre-workout cereal and protein shake, but because I had apple crisp last night, I figure I have enough glycogen stored and enough energy, so I skipped that, and now it is time for some breakfast. Got almond butter, protein mixed in there, some fruit, cauliflower rice, and cream of rice. And for protein, Axe and Sledge just released their apple pie flavor, and it is so good. It is amazing for breakfast, or if you like having breakfast for dinner or any kind of sweet, great to mix in with yogurt. So I've really been liking adding that as like a weight drip, or just mixing it in with my cream of rice and cauliflower rice. Also from the store, I got a little pick-me-up, a Swedish Fish Ghost, since Corey was up early, so my sleep was messed up a little bit, but it's okay. We've got some caffeine, a lot to do, feeling a little overwhelmed today with school and work, and getting ready for Chelsea's site visit this week, so I'll take you guys along with that tomorrow. But just gotta tackle one thing at a time because I'm feeling anxious and overwhelmed. This video is probably also anxious and overwhelming with my all over the placeness, but time to eat some food and get to work. Cheers! Welcome back. It is now lunchtime. I've got here a sub in a tub, or a sub in a bowl. Got lettuce, a cabbage coleslaw mix from Trader Joe's, deli turkey, cottage cheese, a slice of pepper jack cheese as well, some pepperoncinis, and fat-free Italian dressing. So this has been super fulfilling for lunch because it's just really easy to throw together, no cooking needed, and I can adjust the amount of protein in it super easily by adding in more or less turkey or cottage cheese. So I've been really enjoying this for my lunch because my brain is so scattered today and a little overwhelmed. I feel like my video and my recording is reflecting that, and it makes me hesitant to post. But I was talking to Jeanette and she was super encouraging. Life isn't always organized and fluid, making sense and whatnot. So recordings don't have to be either, and hopefully this will resonate with some of you, that it's okay that you have overwhelming days and days where you're just super scattered. You're not alone. I'm here with you. I'm struggling too, so your struggles are validated. You're not alone. I love having these big salads because I just throw in whatever foods I like eating. It's all simple ingredients, so the macros are really easy to adjust based on what I need for the day. Part of the food anxiety I've been having this week is because Chelsea is in state doing a site visit, and I'm gonna go help out tomorrow and Wednesday. But with that, I've just been overwhelmed. When it's silly, I shouldn't have to be. I can just stick to my plan, which I will be, but I've been overwhelmed because I want to accommodate her. Not that she's asked me to, but because with travel, I'm assuming she's probably not prepping her meals and going grocery shopping. She'll probably be eating out, and so to support that, it's like, oh, I should go eat out too. But the thing is, I don't need to, and especially since Chelsea's also in the bodybuilding space, the health space, she, all people should understand with me wanting to bring my meals. So that's what's been overwhelming me. I feel the need to say yes to going out, but I don't need to. I was chatting with Jeanette, and she was saying how she's been saying no to going out, and that's okay too. Like, I need to get that in my head. I don't have to say yes to people all the time, because that's putting my goals on the side and also putting my mental health and mental state on the side, because it is giving me stress to have to figure out, okay, like, how am I going to be on plan if I eat out? So I did prep more salads for the next 2 days as I was making this. So I prepped the lettuce and the cabbage, and then also little bowls of cottage cheese with dressing and pepperoncinis, so that I can put together my salads when I'm out on the road. Just because you're going out or traveling, it doesn't mean you have to overcomplicate things and play macro Tetris. It's still okay to pack your food and stick to your plans, stick to your meals. And that's something I am going to hone in on and figure out and learn this season. Last season, I gained too much weight and became uncomfy, but that will not happen this time. I'm setting that goal for myself. I'm announcing it here so y'all can help hold me accountable. But on Wednesday night, we are going to go bouldering / rock climbing, and then we're going to dinner after. So because I made those reservations, I already know where we're going. I am going to take a look at that menu ahead of time. They have calories listed online so that I can figure out a good meal swap for my usual dinner, which you'll get to see soon. Anyway, I should chow down. I'll show you what my snacks are in a little bit, and I gotta get back to work. It's time for a little work and snack break. So for my snacks, I have got 100 grams of kimchi. I've been really liking this Cleveland kimchi. You can get this in the refrigerated section next to the refrigerated pickles at your local grocery store. And I know this is an odd combo. I don't eat them together, but I also have a Alpha Prime protein brownie as a snack. This is great because it's a nice little sweet treat in the afternoon, a little pick-me-up, and it's loaded with protein, pretty good macros. This one is the cookies and cream. It's got 10 grams of fat, 20 grams of carb, and 19 grams of protein. So I just throw this in. It's a convenient snack if I'm on the go, but they're just so good. What's not to like about a little cake treat with some protein? So I'm gonna have this. Yes, it is an odd combo, but I love having the kimchi to get those good probiotics and prioritize gut health and treat yourself. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit for dinner and dessert. Look at this. So dense and perfect. I love these cookies and cream ones. The blueberry cobbler is a close second, and then I think my third would be the Cookie Monster. But cookies and cream, protein brownies are supreme. Good morning, it is now Friday and I have not done any of the things I said I would. Full day of eating, got busy that evening, and then with Chelsea's site visit, things were just so all over the place, and it's a really busy week with it being the last week of my class, so filming has just not been a priority. But right now I am getting ready to go in the office and I'm just restocking my weekly vitamins, sorting them out so that I don't have to do this every day and go through all the different bottles. So that's just something I do to help me prepare for each day. Oops. So sorry for the odd filming angle, but I'm just over here reflecting on my day and how I'm feeling so far post-show, and wanted to share what's going on in my brain. So for me, I feel like I've gained weight in a somewhat rapid pace, but it's appropriate for what my body needs. We took a recovery approach because I needed to regain my cycle and work on regulating my hormones. So we've got blood work coming up at the end of the month. One thing that has been interesting to see is just taking a look at how I looked when I was this weight during prep and what I was doing during prep. So yesterday for check-in, so today's Friday, I can't remember if I said that, but yesterday for check-in I was just about 136, and I had been this weight heading into Buffalo, or right before Buffalo, my Buffalo show. At that point I had been eating probably 1,300 calories, 1,200 calories, doing over an hour of cardio a day, walking over 13,000 steps on top of that. So just a lot of output, a lot of stress on my body. And now with my free meals and being able to be flexible with my meals, since I'm using macros, I'm eating probably an average of 1,900 to 2,000 a day. And I have a step goal of just 7,000 per day. And I'm only doing 20 minutes of cardio after lifts. So life is much easier compared to before. And this was the size that I wanted to be. Like, I enjoyed my physique at this weight, but in reality, I'm not. I'm still very fit. I look very bikini, which is the goal. With Chelsea's site visit, she took a few group photos and it was super weird because I just don't see myself like I actually am. Body dysmorphia and all. It's interesting to see myself from another perspective. Not just who I see in the mirror, but like the reality of me. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you think you're bigger or smaller, and then you see a picture and it's like, oh, this is what I actually look like. So that was a nice little reality check, seeing the pictures that she took. Like, just a nice little reassurance. And for check-ins this week, I was actually feeling pretty happy about my check-ins, at least from the front. And Claire hyped me up for my glutes, which was super fun. It's really nice to be in a point of my reverse where I'm feeling strong, feeling fueled, and feel primed to make appropriate gains and changes. Claire also gave me a food bump for this week, so it seems like we are just moving right along. Also, with Chelsea's site visit, I had mentioned about how stressed I was feeling, having food anxiety, food stress, but Jeanette told me that she's been saying no to people who are asking her to go out and eat out, and it helped me realize that I can do that too. And especially in this cohort, with Chelsea being a competitor and the people that we were meeting with, they're in the health and wellness space. They of all people would understand if I packed my meals. So I just grabbed my big Trader Joe's cooler. I packed all my meals except for dinner and dessert for the second day, and I planned into my macros to eat out with everyone at dinner. And that was really nice. It was nice to take that stress off my mind, like how am I going to fit things in? What am I going to order? What time am I going to eat? And it was nice to have food ready for when I was hungry and not have to eat when everyone else was eating. For the second morning, we did a breakfast working session, and I had picked up breakfast burritos for everyone, but it was also earlier than I usually eat, so I also reminded myself, just because everyone else is eating doesn't mean I have to eat right now. I can eat when I want and need to eat. Chelsea and I were chatting about people in airplanes. Have you ever noticed that when the flight attendants come around with the airplane snack or meal, everyone just starts eating? Like, are you actually hungry? Or why are you eating? You're just eating because everyone else is eating. So it was nice to get back in tune with myself and what I need and pack my own meals and take that food stress off of myself. Now that I have got my supplements all set up, I have lunch made, my sub in a bowl, I have my cauliflower protein breakfast mixture all ready, and I added in pomegranate and walnuts because I'm trying to get more micronutrients and prioritize that part of health. Today is the last day we have to put together our final class project presentation and paper. Have a lot of work to get done, but I will try to get to you guys and show you what dinner and dessert is looking like, my taco salad and my yogurt. But I will catch you guys soon. I just got home from a long day at work, but I gotta start working on the class project. But first, let's make a yogurt bowl. So here in my yogurt bowl, I have some Faya yogurt mixed with Oikos 000 vanilla. The blend of the two makes it a little more sweet than if it was just the plain Greek yogurt. And I've also got a teeny bit of Accent Sledge cookies and cream mixed in because it just adds that super nice cookies and cream flavor. For micronutrients, I've got a little bit of dark pitted cherries and walnuts sprinkled on top as well. So now it's time to go work on my last class project. It's Friday. I have a week in between classes after this, so time to go crank this out. Now taking a quick class break for some dinner. I have got taco salad here with a little bit of nacho cheese Doritos. We've got beans, corn, salsa, ground beef, Greek yogurt, a little bit of cheddar cheese on top of lettuce, and a coleslaw mix. Going to chow down on this and get back to work. Hello again. It has been such a crazy busy week, but now thank goodness it is Saturday. Class is done and it's gorgeous out, so I've got a little tent set up. So I'm just hanging outside with the doggies and having a little bit of lunch, my sub in a bowl. But I'm gonna get to editing this video together. Thank you if you have made it this far with this all over the place post-show reverse type day in the life, full day of eating kind of video. But don't forget, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. You are more powerful than you think, and thank you again for being along with me on this journey. Let me know what would be helpful for you for future videos, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!